Welcome back to Screen and Scroll. Today, we're talking about one of the most anticipated sequels in animation, Inside Out 2. In this video, we'll dive into the brand new emotions introduced in the movie, and how they impact Riley's emotional landscape as she grows into her teenage years. The original emotions, joy, sadness, fear, disgust, and anger, have already brought us so many heartfelt moments. But in Inside Out 2, new, darker emotions emerge, completely shaking up Riley's internal world. So, who are these new emotions, and how do they influence Riley's development? Let's break them down one by one, starting with one of the most relatable teenage emotions. First up at number 5, we have Ennui. Ennui represents boredom and lethargy, and as you'd expect, she's not exactly the most enthusiastic character in the film. Ennui is the very embodiment of teenage boredom, speaking in a monotone voice and demonstrating her disinterest in just about everything. Whether it's managing the console or dealing with emotional crises, she mostly shows a lack of engagement. Ennui's impact on Riley's personality is, unfortunately, not very positive. She brings out Riley's worst traits, making her sarcastic in conflicts and shutting down her more empathetic side. In many ways, Ennui is a defense mechanism, shielding Riley from uncomfortable emotions by encouraging her to disengage. While she's not all bad, her presence tends to stunt Riley's emotional growth when overused. Next up at number 4 is Envy, a seemingly sweet character with big eyes and a knack for jealousy. Envy fixates on everything she doesn't have, whether it's material things or traits from other emotions. She quickly picks out what she thinks she's missing, often ignoring what Riley already has. At her best, Envy helps Riley advocate for herself, pushing her to reach for more and seek what she desires. But unfortunately, this often leads Riley to lose sight of what makes her special. Instead of appreciating her own strengths, Riley ends up comparing herself to others. Envy, while sometimes motivating, can become a negative force if she takes over, driving Riley to focus on her insecurities instead of embracing her unique qualities. At number 3, we have Embarrassment, who brings some of the film's most endearing moments. Embarrassment is portrayed as a large, pink elephant-like figure who tries to keep a low profile, despite his size. His main job is to prevent Riley from landing in socially awkward situations, and he's often seen trying to protect her from humiliation. What makes Embarrassment so relatable is his desire to protect Riley, but his low self-esteem holds him back. Despite being caught up in anxiety's takeover of Riley's emotions, Embarrassment ultimately helps restore balance and calm in Riley's mind. His character stands out because, even though he's shy and timid, he always tries to do what's best for Riley, showing that even embarrassing moments can be opportunities for growth. Moving to number 2, we have a brief yet meaningful addition to the emotion lineup. Nostalgia. Though she only appears for a short time, Nostalgia leaves a lasting impression. She's depicted as an elderly woman with a soothing presence, gently reminding the other emotions that she's always been a part of Riley's mind. Even though Nostalgia isn't fully needed in Riley's life just yet, her calm demeanor suggests that she will play a larger role as Riley matures. Nostalgia represents comfort and care, as well as a longing for the past. Her character, though minor, hints that Riley will eventually look back on her childhood experiences and reflect on the emotions that shaped her. Nostalgia's presence shows that as Riley grows older, her memories and past emotions will become an important part of her journey into adulthood. And finally, at number 1, we have Anxiety, who plays a much larger role in Inside Out 2. Anxiety takes control of headquarters early on, overwhelming the original emotions and causing a lot of chaos. In the movie, Anxiety is portrayed as a villain, but with a twist. She's not evil, but she does cause Riley a great deal of stress as she transitions into her teenage years. What makes Anxiety such a compelling character is her complexity. While she brings pain and uncertainty to Riley's life, she's also portrayed with compassion and understanding. By the end of the film, Anxiety learns to integrate into Riley's emotional landscape without taking full control, showing that anxiety is a natural part of growing up. She's just another emotion trying to help Riley make sense of the world, and her journey mirrors that of many teenagers experiencing similar emotions. Inside Out 2 does an incredible job of expanding the emotional depth of the original movie, introducing these new emotions while continuing Riley's journey. The addition of Ennui, Envy, Embarrassment, Nostalgia, and Anxiety highlights the complexities of adolescence, showing how each emotion plays a vital role in shaping who Riley is becoming. But what makes this movie stand out is its ability to show that no emotion is entirely good or bad. While some of these new emotions may seem negative, like Ennui's disinterest or Envy's jealousy, they all serve a purpose. Whether it's pushing Riley to grow or protecting her from emotional harm, each emotion has its place. Inside Out 2 reminds us that every emotion is part of the human experience, and learning to navigate them is key to growing up. So, what do you think of these new emotions in Inside Out 2? Which one do you relate to the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on your favorite animated movies. Thanks for watching Screen and Scroll, and we'll see you in the next video.